Welcome, welcome everybody. We are live playing some fives. This is the plan to this evening. Let's hope everything's working and looks good on the stream. I haven't actually got it up yet for the stream. Just start with a bet. Hope you're all doing all right. We've made a flush, so that's a good start. Could bet, could check here somewhere. Bet checking's an interesting idea. I think we'll go for a bet for sure on the turn. Let's go 2.35 on this turn. We get a snap fold. Yeah, I mean options could check as well sometimes. It would be obviously it's a pretty bad card for a range. It's definitely an option. I'm just distracted by trying to make sure we're live and it all looks and sounds okay. Plan today is to just take it easy, just gonna chill, keep to our one table, and then yeah, see how things go. Okay, we should be all live. It looks like yeah, good. Think we're working. Hopefully, heads up against the old Slayer V1 fan. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck to him. The man, the myth, the grinding machine. Doesn't take many days off. Comes with a donkey, obviously in this 5-3-2. There will be some donking from the big blind. It is a much more favourable board in terms of two-pair advantage. We don't have too much, for example, offsuit 5-3, 5-2 in our range, or 3-2. So that's a very reasonable donking board. We get a min-bet, and we have to try and put a range on our opponent. I would expect this to be mainly sort of 5x, some 4x as well. I think we have a decent amount of equity. Hitting 6 or a 9, definitely be live. We can also bluff on some routes. And of course, the dream card, aka, I can make that dream come true, aka for you too, by hitting a 4. Now, as long as he hasn't got 6-7, we're going to win. It starts with a check. Will be a decent amount of 4x. Could be some 3-4, 2-4, 5-4, for example, 2 pairs. Quite tough to fold those 2 pairs, but we want to use a sizing that I think is at least going to get called by that. I don't think too big gets worked. I think 2.25, I probably would be like, I can't fold 3-4 here, I have to call. And there's not too much ace-x in his range really, so we're not worried about like missing value from too much else. So I think you have to be delicate with the sizing there. It's almost impossible to bluff. And we did get a good disciplined fold. We'll call with a king 6. Hopefully win a flip. Hello to Bastolski. Hi, good luck. Thank you very much for your good luck. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much, Bastolski, for being here and being our #1 commenter. My favourite. Alright, ace 9. Looking fine. I'm going to do this just like a bingo, essentially, call out. King 6. Sticks, something like that. Don't know. King 6. Need a fix. He's made quads. Nah, did no get no run out. All right, we'll go again. I imagine it will be mainly these two for the moment, but there's been some other guys. I haven't played tons of ultras in the last couple of weeks, so. We thought about doing the wheel, but I thought, yeah, maybe this time out. One thing is I've been doing a lot of the wheels, you know, the wheel spins. The wheel, very popular, but I don't think there's been quite the demand. The challenge with reg speeds is I think there's a lot more of, obviously ultras are a bit more automated, so this is them in raise and there's not too much to think about. And weirdly enough, like when you play the same two opponents, there's fewer moving parts, and I think when I'm twitching, the additional moving parts of the wheel does create an extra challenge. Now we may, in the second half of the stream, or if the game's die or anything like that, we'll obviously go back and try some different stuff. But I also thought, I think a lot of you viewers seem to quite enjoy also. I just want to see high stakes ultras. I don't want to see any. Yeah, great, Tom. We all love that you can, you know, do whatever, play some different games, but I want to see the high stakes ultra. Now we get check raised here. There'll be 10.5 in the middle, 10 behind, 9.5 behind. So I guess we'll just flat. It's close between just shoving here, but I mean, it doesn't make too much difference. Hey, I hope it's a good card against his 10-4 of hearts is what we're going to give him. 2.6 is a very well chosen sizing from Lucky Walnuts. I think Lucky Was is a very, very good opponent. I think we just jam here. Don't see too much reason to flat. There is some room to flat, but like... Yeah, I'm a bit worried against his 2-pair, 10-4 type hands, or his King X. 10-4 clubs, not hearts. That would have been a bad run out, for example, and it's exactly... Unfortunately, I couldn't explain it in time, but like, if a spade comes, we're not going to get paid by that 2-pair. If a jack or a queen comes, we're not going to get paid. That worked out great for us. I think it's very unfortunate for Mr. Lucky Walnuts, who had closer nuts on the flop, and certainly didn't play them like a whale, and actually wasn't lucky. So, a lot of name incorrections there. But anyway, it's all good. So, okay, a little ace-9 off. That'll be good for jam first hand. All the chips, please. Ace-5. Okay, nice. We'll take a little 2-pair. Happy days for us. I'm going to try min. You should. I always think it's quite nice to throw in some min raises because they're so rare in Ultra that I think it's certainly something that will be more likely to be under practiced, if that makes sense. So whenever I get the opportunity, I like to yeah, throw in one of those. We're going to go for an ISO here. Galactic says, "Oh my God, Tom, what's with this? See, I knew I hadn't tried. I knew this would be a problem. I should have made more of an effort with you guys. I'm so sorry. By the way, I'm so sorry." I went, they won't mind. I haven't brushed my hair. They'll be calm and accepting, and you know they'll appreciate it. No, see, showing a weakness there. No. We're gonna half time. We're gonna sort it out. You're gonna see a beautiful thing. Colosso says, "Hola muñeco, hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? Muchas gracias por tus compañeros. Company. I'm not sure if that's right. So, okay. I think what we'll do is call with our queen high, which could be good, and our flush draw, which could be good. And now the question is, do we ever want to try and donk here? Duck 3M 4D Duke Mad Dingus or something. I don't think we're going to donk with this hand. I think we'll just check fold this one. Yeah, it's a tricky one. We could have maybe bet again. Donking would have been an option. Would have worked actually in both cases. It's a shame. It's a shame. We had options, but we did not win the hand because we took the passive line. Which, not like me, to start with a check, but apparently so. Hello to Vac. Did I say hello to Vac? Thank you for being here, Vac. We appreciate it, buddy. You know, with your hair that way, you pretty much look older than me. I'm going for the aged wisdom vibe, you know. So that's what we're aiming for. We could bet again. It does make life pretty tricky against a 10. I expect a lot of King X will call, but we could always shove the river as well as an option. But no need. We'll take the fold. Happy days. The Assyrians here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hope your day will be better than your head. Ah. See, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with the response. I had a haircut and everything. My girlfriend chatted to me because I had a haircut and I went to the pub earlier this afternoon, and she was like, "Oh, did the guys mention your hair?" I was like, "No, it's not really a thing that happens." And she's like, "I'm sure Twitch will." Well, you're doing a good job to it. Thank you, the Assyrian. We didn't win. We wanted a 3 or an 8 or a 7. Okay. They have this thing. So for those of you who aren't acquainted with British, especially Southern English culture, most of you have had the experience where you've had your hair cut. For those of you who are bald, you're not really missing out on that much. But sorry for your hair loss. But you get a little mirror, right? So they cut your hair and they show you the back and they say, what? Does sir like his hair? And if you're in other countries, probably, and you didn't like your hair, you'd be like, could you fix that bit, mate? Or you wouldn't say mate, whatever. I requested a haircut and it is not sufficient. Please correct anything incorrect with my hair, please. Your job is not complete. Now in the UK, we would never say that. What we do, especially in Southern England, is we'd go, that looks great, mate, thanks. Always, without fail. Even if they did a thunderbolt in your hair, shaved it, and they went, I've done that for you, you'd be like, yeah, thanks. Here's my money. Woodstock, is the grey hair from poker? And if so, was it worth it? Thank you for the question, Woodstock. It looks less grey if I put the light down, doesn't it? Meanwhile, for Woodstock, was the grey hair from poker? I'm not sure, but maybe. No, I don't think so. I think actually, to be honest, like when I look back, when I compare myself to my peer group, all right, that I've also been playing, not playing poker, but having normal jobs, right? I do think that the poker lifestyle, actually, if you can get beyond all the mental strains and stresses that come with the kind of everyday challenges of grinding poker, it is actually probably arguably, it at least allows for a platform to even be more healthier, because sleep is not an issue for me or many poker players. A lot of us are like very happy to get as much sleep as we want. Spy Duck TV, thank you very much for the follow. So I would say, like, yeah, a lot of the guys who, for example, work normal jobs and have to be up at 8 a.m. to the office or whatever, they seem to have less hair, fewer hairs, less hair, I don't know. And I feel like lots of sleep is a great medicine for a lot of problems, you know. Seems to fix you quite well. And poker is a lovely thing that can allow you to sleep a lot if you want to, you know what I mean? Now I have to get up early to do coaching, so like 1 p.m. very early, so that's the tough thing. But I think actually the opposite. I would say any grey hair that I have is probably less grey than it would be without poker. Let's say that. Let's say that, Woodstock. Hopefully that answers your question. I'm less grey. This is a healthy version of my greyness. I'm gonna get a hair dye, guys. You'll see me next week. Jet black hair. I'm gonna have bright white shiny teeth. You know, fake tan. It's gonna be great. Hey, we're running good, but not running good, or whatever. We're running good pre at least, which is definitely a good thing to do in the ultras. Eddie says you should try to register. You should try to register for the senior event of the World Series of Poker this year. There's a lot of EV to do that. I could try that. Yeah, I give that a go. I could, Eddie. I like what you're thinking. So we could see how that goes. What to do here? Start with a check. So, tricky spot on the turn. We definitely want to be checking a lot of our hands here. Ooh, I think we'll fold. Freddie hasn't been up at 8 a.m. in the past 4 years. It's lovely, isn't it? I don't envy the people who have. I mean, good luck to you all actually doing jobs that allow poker players to mess about, you know. I think yeah, the pain of waking up early. Tremendo, thank you very much for the follow. Was, I think, a huge motivator in me trying to pursue poker. Like, I think that's honestly one of the biggest things. I was like, I just can't stand waking up. Like, it makes me miserable every time the alarm goes off. I'm like, and it was early. It was awful, and I was like, I think yeah, time to play poker, you know. And I honestly, like, anyone who's currently playing poker and currently doesn't have to get up very early, I think try and express gratitude for that, because I think that is a wonderful thing. You know, that we should appreciate. You know what I mean? And it can help, I think, in a lot of the times when you feel poker frustrations. You can remember some of the stuff where, like, well, it's frustrating, but I can have a line tomorrow if I want. Victor L says, is your background music completely random, or do you pick the type? Kind of like jazz, but hate when watching live how everyone shush at you if you dare to whisper something. Kind of like watching. Kind of like jazz. Oh, I see. Sorry, when you watch live jazz. I thought you meant if you were watching this live. I was like, does people shush you, Victor? Tell me if they're shushing you and I'll tell them off.